Do you know what I heard today, which I thought was really great? Some, not none, which I think totally applies to exercise. It's always better to get some in than none. So this is the perfect workout for you. We do 40 seconds of work followed by 20 seconds of rest, all full body strength. We do it twice and you're done. So just make sure you've got a good range of weights. I suggest 5 to 20 pounds. Make sure you've done a warm up, have some water, and I will see you on the mat. All right, we're starting today with an alternating side lunge to hammer to a shoulder press. So just make sure you've got weights that you can press up over your shoulders. We're gonna take a big step off to the side, bending through one leg, keeping the other straight. Bring the weights to your shoulders, press the weights over your shoulders. And we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. So one weight is on the inside of your knee, one weight is on the outside of your knee. And taking your time, chest up, step together, squeezing those glutes, pressing those weights over your shoulders. And take your time. We have 3 separate exercises here that we do as one movement, one exercise. So we're working lots of muscle groups. Best bang for our buck. All right, and done. Okay, great. The next one is deadlift. So maybe anywhere from 12 to 20 pounds. From here, we're gonna stand with our feet about hip distance apart. Weights face our thighs. Chest lifted, brace your core. We're gonna roll forward, rise up, squeeze your glutes. So what's really important here in the deadlift is bracing your core so you don't feel your low back, bending your knees a little bit, spreading those collarbones nice and wide as you lower. You can even keep the weights a little bit out to the sides if you need to. What you don't want is any rounding in that upper back. And you just want to make sure you don't feel it in your low back. So great exercise for hamstrings and glutes here. We'll sneak one in here. And done. Okay. Next one is a little combo move. 2 bicep curls to 2 bent over rows. So you want your bicep curl weight. And from here, all right, we're gonna stand tall. Squeeze your glutes. Curl the weights to your shoulders. 1 and 2. And we're hinging, palm facing grip. 1 bent over row, 2 bent over rows. Stand tall and we just repeat. So great combo move. Both work your biceps. Brace your core as you hinge here. Chest up. Slight pause at the top. Squeezing your biceps. Right. Pausing for that 1 second at the top here. And done. Excellent. Okay, so sneaking in some cardio in here. So we're just in the first set. We're going into skaters for 20 seconds, followed by high knees or marching on the spot for 20 seconds. So with your skaters, you've got the option to go non-impact here, tapping the back foot to the floor. Ready, set, and go. Back foot goes behind you. So level 1 skater, level 2 skater is adding that jump, pumping the arms side to side. We're breaking this up with some high knees. Coming up in 3, 2, 1. So you can either march on the spot here, pump your arms, or a little harder is to jog on the spot. Good to get some cardio in. All right, almost done. Done. Catch your breath. Always have water if you need to. We're going back to exercise 1. So back into that alternating side lunge with the hammer curl and shoulder press. So take your time. Try to bring your heart rate down a little bit. You can always pause me if you need to. All right, now we're taking that big step off to the side. Chest lifted. Hammer curl, palm facing grip. Press into that narrow press overhead. And shifting that weight to the bent leg. Eyes up, chest up. Doing great, halfway. Awesome. One leg straight, one leg bent here. All right, let's get one last one in here. Let's do it. And done. Okay, rest. Quick rest. Deadlifts are next. So if you felt that in your low back, I would say decrease your weights. You can also go into a bit of a staggered stance as well. A little easier on the back. Okay, let's do it. So chest lifted. Keep the weights in nice and close to your thighs and your shins. Not letting the weights pull you forward. And if you can't go that low, that's okay. You just stop where you feel your hamstrings and your glutes. Good, last 10 seconds here. I think 1, 2 down, 1, 2 up. Great. Last one, and done. Awesome, okay. So we're into the 2 bicep curls, 2 bent over rows next. All right, so bicep curl weight is the weight you want to go for here. All right, so remember we're starting with that bicep curl first. All right, and so 2, 2, 1 and 2, and then we hinge, shoulders down. And so if you have a mirror, you want to make sure you've got a nice flat back. You're not rounding in that upper back. Nice long spine. And gaze is just on the floor, just slightly forward. Good, no momentum. And done. Okay, awesome, that's done. So we go back into that little cardio round. Skaters and high knees. So if impact options are not your friend, take the non-impact option. No jumping, no hopping. So 20 seconds at each. Ready, set, and let's go. Good pump. Tap the floor. Level 1. Level 2 is that hop. Side to side. Awesome, almost done. Done, okay, right into those high knees so you can march on the spot here or get those knees up. You can pump your arms. Awesome, almost done here. And then we're in a new round. Done. Whew, okay. Catch your breath. Squat to front raises next. You need weights that you can lift to shoulder height. So usually that's 5s, 8s, maybe 10s, maybe 12s. So you're gonna grab your weights, palm facing grip, palm face your thighs. We're gonna lower into the squat, rise up, palm facing, shoulders down. So toes can be straight here. If it feels better to have your toes at 11 and 1, then I would encourage you to do so. Hips forward, shoulder height. Excellent. Squeezing those glutes. Hips back in that squat. Last one here. Done. Okay, I promised you no more cardio. So you do need tricep kickback weights and reverse fly weights. So that's usually 5s, 8s, or 10s. We're gonna go into a little combo move here. All right, so we're in a hinge, feet to hip distance apart, shoulders down. We're going into that fly. Arms come up, take those weights away. Lower. Great for back of shoulders and posture. And then we're pairing it with a tricep kickback, just to target the back of the arms here. Arms come up, slight pause at the top. So it's always about setting those shoulders down and back so they're not up by your ears. which often happens. It's where we tend to carry our stress, right? Ha. All right, we're gonna get that kick back in. Done, okay. We are coming onto the floor for our last 2 exercises here. So you want to take a medium weight. We're going into Russian twists. So, all right, you're leaning back. Feet can stay on the floor for level 1, taking that weight from side to side. So keeping your core engaged. If you feel this in your low back, I encourage you to sit up. Eyes can follow the weight here. If that's too much, you can keep your eyes forward. Harder option is to lift those feet. So lift those feet up off the ground. Taking that weight side to side. Again, listen to your body here. Working those obliques are stabilizers. They're important. And done. Woo, okay, so next up is our lat pull over to leg drop combo with the toe touch. So last one, we finish the set. Arms up, you're gonna interlace your hands with the weight. Legs up. So from here, we're gonna take the weight behind us. Arms are fairly straight, drop one leg away from you. Reach up to touch your toes. And repeat on the opposite side. So really nice and long through the arms. Lifting up. You've got your options with your leg drops. Bent knee is easier. Straight leg harder. And then of course you can go into your double leg drops as a more advanced option. And done. Okay, we do that one more time and we're done. Look at that. All right, so come on up. Remember, grab water anytime you need it. We're going into that squat to front raise. Oh my goodness. All right, so feet shoulders apart. Ready, set, round 2. Let's do it, hips back. Palm facing grip to shoulder height. So get some shoulders in on this set today. We need strong shoulders in life. They do a lot for us. But often we have to start with lighter weight because it is such a delicate joint. So making sure that you're listening to your body as always. Done. All right. Reverse fly to tricep kickback number 2. So remember, you need your tricep kickback weights here. So shake it out. A little rest. 20 seconds is good. Let the heart rate come down a bit. All right, ready? Let's hinge. And remember, we're gonna open up those arms. Arms come up. Take those weights away. So it does take a little bit of repositioning, but as long as you're keeping your core braced and setting those shoulders down and back, you're golden. Arms are in nice and close. All right, done. Come on down. Come on down. I always feel like Bob Barker when I say that. All right, come onto the mat. So, take a little second or two. Breathe. All right. Remember, you can also, of course, do this body weight. Grab that weight. We're gonna go side to side. Keeping the weight in nice and tight. So I just stay hip to hip here. You can lean back a little bit more, or as I like to do kind of at the halfway point, I lift my legs, and what matters is you pay attention to what you're doing. So listening to your body. almost done. All right, one more. Woohoo! Oh, and then we are done. All right, so remember, you're gonna lay back. Make sure you've got good grip on that weight. You can go in a wide grip here too. I just always tend to do this exercise with a narrow grip. It feels better for me. All right, remember, legs up. All right, let's finish strong. We've got this. So the weight behind you, lift. Slight hold at the top in that leg drop. Working back, core, getting it in. Last one. Then done. Woof! Awesome! Awesome, awesome. See? Like I said at the beginning, some is better than none, always. So, way to go for moving your body today. Make sure you like and hit subscribe. Make sure you do a cool down and have some water. And I will see you at the next workout.